What's up guys, this is Vanilla. Not the flavor, but just the sweet. So I'm pretty sure most of you are really excited for the second season of Attack on Titan. Meanwhile, I am excited for another second season of my favorite series. Because of this hype of having a second season, most fans actually want second seasons of their own favorite series, not knowing that there are actually drawbacks to having second seasons for that anime. So today, I'm going to be talking about the things you should consider when asking for sequels. Today, I'm going to be defending the defense of sequels. Now, there are many things to consider when asking for sequels, but I'm going to summarize it with 5 things. And the first thing to consider is, yes, we expect a lot from second seasons. Be it a sequel for an original series or a sequel to a very mainstream series, we all like sequels, right? Well, don't expect too much from it. Just because the first season of this specific series is good doesn't mean the second series is going to be even better. And when this series doesn't reach our expectations, we hate it, not knowing that we were the ones who asked for it in the first place. Now, OVAs are okay because it's not exactly a second season, or is it a continuation of the series. Let's take, for example, Nisekoi. Now, everyone loved the first season. I personally loved the first season, but the second season was... This is probably because the second season has nothing to do with the first season at all. It could have just been an OVA as it was. But no, they had to make it second season just cause. The next thing to consider is the sequence of the story. Now, it's great if the second season starts off from where the first season left off, but that doesn't always happen. Most of the time, second seasons are just there as fillers. It's just there for the sake of being a sequel. I mean, in this kind of series, you're better off watching the first season. The next one is the most important thing to consider. Now, a lot of fans get pissed when the series or the anime doesn't exactly follow the original. And there are a lot. I cannot name them, but I will name one. Tokyo Ghoul. Now, the first season was pretty loyal, but the second season just threw the original away and made their own. And the result was... absolute crap. To be fair, there are actually sequels that are pretty loyal to the original. Let's take, for example, the ever-famous Ansatsu Kyoshitsu. Now, this series really copied the original by the book. Sure, there may be minor details that were left out, but it was still good. It fully captured the atmosphere and the mood of the first season, and it really stood out on its own. Another thing that I should point out is, before asking for a sequel, let me ask you this. Is it possible? Now, when you ask this question, we have to take into account the budget of the animation label and everything else that comes into the anime. If there's not enough budget to make this sequel, then it's just not possible. There's also a difficulty of finding the right people for the right job, and also finding the old people from the old job. It'll actually take a long time to get that kind of budget. And also, we have to take into account if there is actually a sequel to be made. If there is none, then do not ask for a sequel. Speaking of asking for sequels, our last consideration for today is... For this one, it's just one question. Did anyone ask for it? If it's been requested, then sure, it's okay to have a second season. But if it's just you or few people, then it's not enough to make a sequel. And even if you do request for it, ask yourself this. Do you really want it? Because if you say you don't really want it, then there's no reason for any series to become a sequel anyway. You can't fix what is not broken. Those are the things that you should consider when asking for sequels. Now, my question for you guys is, which anime series would you like to have a second season of? Also, if you like this video, click that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And as always, this is Vanilla, not the flavor, but just the sweet.